turn our attention to the Swimming South Africa Grand Prix swimming event that took place at Kings Park in Durban recently. Martin Binadel shares some of the highlights with us.
So next up, the women's 100-meter butterfly. Lane 4, Rebecca Meter, obviously your Olympic 200-meter IM swimmer. Another one to look out for on her right would be Hannah Robertson. But it is worth noting that she did just swim the 200-meter freestyle. On the other side of Rebecca, the two Tux caps of Veronica Rousseau and Lizanne Falloon. So lane 4, Rebecca Meter, obviously massively disappointed to have not been able to race World Short Course last year. She had a really great short course season and had a really good build up into that race, but obviously with COVID travel restrictions, majority of the South African team not being able to attend that competition. But approaching the turn, it is Rebecca Meter, turning in a 28.50. Closely followed by Veronica Rousseau of Tux in a 29.02. On the other side, Tennille Baptiste also 29.22. Rebecca coming home really strong, good length of stroke. So a little short on the touch, but 101.80, followed by Veronica Rousseau on a 103.04. But moving on to a race that I wouldn't mind being in right now is the men's 100-meter backstroke. Favorite obviously being our Olympic swimmer, Peter Kutsia, the 17-year-old from Tux in lane 4. On his inside, Chase Raymond, the 20-year-old from Seagulls. Great start by everyone, thanks to those backstroke ledges. Peter Kutsia coming up a little bit short. Chase Raymond seemed to have gotten the better start there. He's obviously just come off a very tough 100-meter freestyle, so definitely some lactate sitting in the arms. Not much in it approaching the first 50 of this race. So Peter turns first on a 28.42. Closely followed by Chase Raymond. So Peter working some of the lactate out of his arms after that 100-meter freestyle, getting into a really good stroke at the end, nice and long. He takes it in a 57.72. Next up, the women's 100-meter breaststroke. Ones to look out for, your middle three lanes, Laura van Niekerk, 18-year-old, swimming really well with that South African record in the 50-meter breaststroke last year. Really unlucky not to make the Olympic team, missing by 0.02. Either side of her, Emily Fasaki of Seals, the 24-year-old, and Kristen Mandel, the 20-year-old from Tux. Starters orders. So they come up from the start, nothing much in it. Laura van Niekerk with a very slight edge, but straight into a stroke and she's just flying. She really is a powerhouse, really strong breaststroke kicks. Powering through to her first 50 meters. She turns on a 31.11. Laura obviously being one of the very few breaststrokers that opts not to do any underwaters, but she's coming home like a train. Really strong strokes. Laura van Niekerk approaches the finish, followed by Emily Versaghi. But the outright winner, Laura van Niekerk, 106.74. Great swim, followed by Emily Versaghi of Seals in a 111.66. A great swim by Kristen Mandel after just having the 200-meter freestyle a couple moments ago. So great swim by those girls, and there's confirmation of your results. Laura van Niekerk, followed by Emily Versaghi and Morgan Cope. So from one breaststroke race to another, next up we have the men's 50-meter breaststroke on the other side of the pool. Wants to look out for lane 4, Brendan Crawford from Dragons. Other side of him, Adrian Robinson, the 21-year-old from Tux, and Petrus Struter from lane leader in Stellenbosch. So the 50-meter breaststroke for men obviously taking place on the other side of the swimming pool. No clear winner in it at the moment, but Brendan Crawford definitely starting to edge ahead. .28.36, very good swim from Brendan Crawford, followed by Adrian Robinson, and looks like Petrus Struter from lane leader Stellenbosch. Obviously no back ledge on that side of the pool, so different take on the dive, putting more emphasis on the arms instead of the legs.
More Grand Prix action in future programs. This has been Superswimmer. I'm Derek Alberts. Please stay safe, and thank you for watching.